Hey,
Hey,
we're live. Welcome.
y'all.
Oh,
Oh my goodness. So
hold
what are
on.
you doing? How are you feeling? Oh, can you not hear me again?
I can hear you.
Let's
I just heard a blip. Can you
okay.
hear me? Yeah. We're all right.
Yes.
We're here. I'm
And
fixing
hopefully
stuff
your
on
audience can hear us too.
yeah, I hope they can hear us too. So anyway. So yeah, it's the month of March. Um we decided to do something kind of the Irish way. All right, which I know next
But
week's St.
not
Patty's Day, not this week, but not Irish. Irish American. I don't know. Is Irish and with potatoes and steak. I guess the potatoes can be Irish. I don't know. Are you breaking up? Are you actually there, or am I breaking up?
yeah.
You're like frozen with a beautiful smile on your face. So I'm going to
I,
check my Wi-Fi real quick to make sure it's not messed up here.
I don't know. I'm checking my Wi-Fi.
Yeah, I'm checking mine too.
Yeah.
So no, I've got good upload
I,
speed.
I have full bars.
No, I did a speed test on mine and I'm really good here. So I don't know what's going on tonight. Oh,
I don't know.
all
I
right.
have full bars on my end.
All right. Well, we'll have to diagnose this problem later, as long as we can
All
talk.
right, let's try this again.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode. Episode 175. All right, it's the month of March, so we're gonna do some Irish themed things that we do every March, as we've been doing for a couple of years now. We've been doing Irish type stuff, and we were supposed to do some Irish whiskey, steak, and potatoes. And it's kind of like Irish meets American type deal, if you really want to do it. So, what kind of Irish whiskey did you get?
Tullamore Dew, because I ran out of Teeling.
I looked at
That's
the
what I thought I
Teeling.
had here.
Oh,
That's the
I
last of it.
almost.
So I gotta open this one. I didn't want to open this guy.
Yeah. I almost was going to buy some Teeling, but I bought the Tullamore Dew instead.
So
And
I'm gonna ring the bottle.
Yeah. Oh well.
So this is all that's left of my Tullamore Dew. And I wanted my Teeling, but I didn't have time to go to. Well, I have a full bottle of this guy, but I haven't opened it. It still has the seal on it. But I did bring it home because I thought that I had the Teeling here, and apparently I don't. So it's only Tullamore Dew, which I have. Those are the two Irish whiskeys that I will drink. And I think I've told y'all that before. Let me get a picture here of the prettiness of food and drink. Because this is fun. This is fun.
That'd be cool.
Oh, look at that. That looks pretty. Since we had surf and turf with steak, veggies, and salmon. Well, let's get a picture there because this is, you got to have.
Yeah, your internet keeps going in and out.
I don't know why, because I look to have full bars.
Yeah, it may be your speed that you're dealing with. So anyway.
I don't know. But I did find quite a few easy recipes for Tullamore Dew. You can have an iced Irish coffee with Tullamore Dew, cold brew coffee, sugar, cream, and nutmeg. So that's one that you can do, super duper easy. Another one that's really easy is going to be like a tonic, just your Tullamore Dew and tonic. That one's easy. Or Tullamore Dew and lemonade. That one seems super awesome. Or you can just chase it with beer. And so that is another option that I thought it was kind of fun. And then I did, of course, find the Dew Fashion, which is, this one was an interesting one because it was asking for the reserve. I didn't realize Tullamore Dew had a reserve. So using the reserve, the sugar syrup, bitters, which of course, the bitters, and an Irish stout. So I might have an Irish stout in the fridge because I usually, keep one in there. But that one I thought was kind of fun, but I didn't know that it would taste good if it wasn't the 12-year-old special reserve, so I don't know if I want to try it. It's kind of one of those things that unless I have the right whiskey or the right bourbon, I don't know if I want to, chance it. I go with something that I do know. But you can have it just straight. That's easy peasy, but you can just keep everything simple. You don't have to complicate it. You could do Tullamore Dew, sweet vermouth, maraschino liqueur, which I left at the office, Angostura and orange bitters, and that will make you an Irish Manhattan. So I do have the Luxardo cherry, so I could do it that way. And I do have orange, so I can do like an orange, instead of the bitters, I can just use orange zest or orange juice, fresh orange juice. So that would be one that I might experiment with. Sometimes you just have to play with what you have. I've been letting this little steak sit for a little bit. Let me see what the inside looks like. Oh yeah, it's pink. It's pink.
All right, I'm going to show you a chunk that. Oh, hold on. If I get a chunk of mine up there to show you.
See.
Yeah, mine's a little pink there in the middle, the way it's supposed to be.
Oh, color. Don't take that bite yet. I want to get a picture. You're going to take another bite. Show me another piece. Because I want a picture of your pretty pink steak. Oh, beautiful.
I know. I'm trying to balance this and not drip it on my keyboard because it is still
Mine
juicy enough.
It's
juicy enough to drip on my keyboard. So,
that's a good thing.
Hey, Robert, thanks for showing up.
What kind of steak did you go with?
I think these are like a mini sirloin that we had. We kind of picked up at HEB last week. That was what was in my freezer. I didn't want to run out and get one. So I kind of went with some of the stuff I have in the freezer. I pulled it out this morning and let it thaw almost all day. All right. To me, you don't take a steak right out of the freezer. You got to take and let it accumulate to room temperature. And then, baby, I put that sucker on my grill. Literally in the last like 15 minutes before we went live, I fired the grill up. Less than 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes aside, because it's only about an inch thick. So, yeah, Michael, there is red in there because if there's not red in a steak, why are you eating it?
Oh, you like it? Hey there, buddy.
I like a pink and red.
Yeah,
hey, Mark.
I have had steak with my buddy Mark.
Yep. Yes,
like
Michael,
there you go.
dripping down my face like more pink as well. Yeah, I'm going to cut another slice here.
There you can kind of see the
a
color.
little bit. Let you get some more of that pink. And as I know, my camera, because I get my problem is the lighting from the camera lights are really hitting it hard. So, but yeah, it's how I love my steaks.
Yeah, I like it. I medium rare is the way I like it.
Yeah.
So,
over the past year, though, I've been drinking an awful lot of.
Do with the steak.
Yeah. I've been drinking an awful lot of my whiskeys, just neat. A lot of my bourbon's just neat, and I figured tonight I was going to
Yes.
have my steak with some Irish whiskey neat. No ice, no no mixed drink tonight. Just a little of steak. Shall we say Ron Swanson style? If you guys ever watched Parks and Rec.
No, nothing. Okay.
Oh, baby, so good.
Look at my big cube in there.
Yeah.
I put a big cube, actually a big cylinder. It's my round. This one's a round one.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm gonna open this. And it did taste really good with the salmon. So the salmon has lobster on top, but the salmon, I had a couple of bites of the salmon with the Irish whiskey, and it was good.
Mm-hmm. Now, over the past week, I was down at Craig Duswalt's, Craig, who introduced us, Craig Duswalt's
Let's see if I can open
event,
this.
and got to spend a night with Craig at his house, and Craig and his wonderful Dot, they call it. It's a great little spot. Sat out there. Actually, him and I finished a bottle off of that he had opened of Angel's Envy Rye. And probably the first time now ryes I kind of like a little
Angel's
bit of
Envy.
Yeah, Angel's Envy Rye. Now on the ryes I like a little bit. I like ice in my rye, so I had a big cube in the rye and sat out there with him. I think we were out there for about 2.5 hours.
Really nice.
Yeah.
You're back. Okay. You disappeared on me briefly.
Okay.
I don't know.
I think it's your internet
the
tonight.
weather
But
here
anyway,
has been normal, so sometimes the weather does. And usually I don't have issues with my internet here, but when there is weird weather, and we don't have weird weather because that will cause issues sometimes. But Comcast, could you not do this during my podcast?
yeah, really.
It's open. All right. So
It's always during the podcast that we get the internet issues. You notice
cork.
that? Oh my gosh, that is a cool cork.
Look at that.
That is very light in color.
It is. I was like thinking that until you said it. I was like, oh, wait, that is lighter. And I thought it was the cube, but no, I think it's lighter.
I'm more of a darker yellow.
Yeah.
I'm more of a burnt wood than you are.
Let me pour it into the other little glass. See if that makes a difference.
All right, let's compare the colors.
Still lighter than my last little batch.
Yeah. All right, now I'm doing the regular triple blend, triple distilled. Hold on, hold up. There you go. Let's see if I can get it in the right angle.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to kill this backlight. I think I'm going to kill one of my lights. That should help.
Okay. All right, I think I got it.
All right, cool.
Yeah, yours looks nice. This is I think it was the ice that might have made it look a little bit lighter, but it does look lighter than my last little batch.
Yeah.
And this is the triple distilled. It's the same one. It just happens to be.
Mine's the triple distilled one. Is the one they had triple blend, triple distilled. So, and I know they had they had another one there that I didn't get, which was probably because of the fact it was in a card. Was that one in a cardboard case, like the Teelings is? No, all right, because that's the Teelings were in that round cylinder, and the other two more was, yeah, okay. I don't remember it like that. It was something special about it at the store I went to here. I will say this, that every bite I take of the steak and potatoes and go back to the whiskey, it's still a good compliment tonight. And that's probably because I salted my potatoes and my steak just right. So, to our listeners, by all means, do me a favor. Tell us if you had Tullamore Dew or what Irish whiskeys you've had tonight. I know a lot of people are going to go Jameson's. And I know if I'm in a, Alex Shaw, who was on our show, I think last year, Alex actually did a tasting one night here in Dallas. He did it for us, for a group of us. And one of the whiskeys he had in there was Jameson's, and one he had was Crown Royal, or a Crown. And I was shocked because I'm not a Crown person. I like the Crown out of all of them. So, but usually when he pulled the test with us, it was what did he have in there? I think he had Woodford in it, which is what I liked when he did the test with us on air.
Okay. It's interesting that sometimes you don't notice the difference until you have it side by side.
Yeah, that's true.
Like somebody was telling me the difference between basil and the Thai basil. And I've had both of them, but I've never had them side by side. So I want to try them side by side to really truly see the difference, because I love basil and I will eat it up, especially if I'm having pad thai. Oh my goodness, love it. Or pho, sorry, not pad thai, pho, with some pho. You can hear me, but
yeah, you keep blinking. You keep blinking out in and out
makes
tonight.
A huge difference.
I've never had a peat moss to taste in my Irish whiskey.
Taste, okay.
Never had that in any of the Irish whiskeys I've had.
Right?
Interesting.
Robert, do you remember what it was? Yeah, because usually anything peaty is usually a Scotch, but
yes,
Ireland's right there. So they, if you've never got, this is fun. Peat is like bouncy. I got to jump on peat. It was so much fun. I was like bouncy. It was so much fun. And I was like, I got to jump on peat. So peat moss is fun. Not your neighbor Pete, but peat moss. And that was an interesting experience to be able to do that in Scotland. So if you have the opportunity to jump on peat moss, do so. It'll be fun. I think we need to have more peat moss in gyms, to help cushion.
Here's the truth why. He said
All
it
right,
was a
I'm
Scot.
back. Again.
All right. So one of the things I did was these little potatoes.
Scotch with a cork. Okay.
Yeah, with a cork.
I will.
These little potatoes, as opposed to what I was going to do tonight, was a lot of times we do the steak, we do like a baked potato, but we get these little potatoes. Now I cut them into quarters, and then I broiled them in the oven for about 12 minutes. Yeah, just the right crispness. All right, with that potato inside. And I have, I don't see, I think I ate them all already. I have some of them that are red, and they're red all the way through. Anyway.
I'm going to badmouth Comcast, right? I'm going to message them and say, really what was going on with my Wi-Fi during my podcast. So I will be complaining about that, because if I have full bars, I should not be having any issues. The weather is not any weirder. It's not raining. If it was, sometimes our weather will cause internet issues, but there's no reason for internet issues today.
No.
It's not the first time I've done the podcast from here, and it just decided it needed to be a little bit of a turd, just to add to the rest of the stress of the week. So, I think that it's not as bloody as, but it is a little bit redder as I've gotten to the middle.
Here, I've got a middle piece. I'm going to kind of hold up with my hands. That's how red I am in the middle.
Oh, beautiful.
So, and the camera shows it's still lighter because of the lighting coming in at the angles. So, yeah, when I set my house up for podcasting and broadcasting, I know all the wire that comes all the way from the pole to my computer. I know it all. So I took my worries away. So if it's a problem, I can yell at AT&T.
I'll be yelling at Comcast.
I know when we started doing the podcast, I was doing it at the condo. At the condo, I knew all the wire too, from all the way out to the box. It was brand new. So because I did broadcasting, I always wired things the right way.
Right?
Okay. You skipped out. You said so, and then you went blank.
Irish whiskey. How would you have it?
I'm sorry, what? This is a good flake night for poor Gladys. She keeps freezing up. So, I think she was asking, all right, you, the audience, how would you have your Irish whiskey? All right. Are you a neat person? Are you with an ice cube? Are you wanting it in a drink? All right. Are you want to mixing it with something? I know on like if I'm on a flight and the flight depends on what the options are for whiskey on the flight, I will usually ask for whatever the whiskey is. And I'll also ask for a Dr. Pepper. But I don't want them mixed. I want to drink them separately, which I actually have on my desk. A Dr. Pepper and a whiskey. I don't drink them. I don't drink them together. I don't mix them. I do them separately. And I've had a couple that had Jameson's was the whiskey that I chose because if I have a choice of Jameson's or Jack Daniels, I'm choosing Jameson's. Jameson's just has more flavor than Jack Daniels. I do love American whiskeys. I like American whiskeys better than I like Irish whiskeys. But to me, I think I've got to have a Gentleman's Jack or a Jim Beam Fire or a Jim Beam Devil's Cut, something that's more of a robust taste. I can't have just the plain Jack or the plain Jim. So anyway. And usually that's why I also don't have just a plain Jameson's. It's why I'll have like a Tullamore Dew. And if I went through I was going through my cabinet to have how many different areas of the country I have bourbon and whiskey from that I haven't touched. The bottle's not even cracked yet.
I think I like my salmon better than my steak.
Yeah. We were at a place over the weekend that we had a choice between.
I think salmon. I know why I like them.
I'll continue. We were at a place over the weekend. It was salmon and chicken, and the chicken was dry. The salmon was the most flavorful, and a lot of people wanted the chicken because they didn't want fish. But the salmon had more flavor, and the chicken was dry. And then while I was in Westlake Village, my friend Laura down there took me out to two places. Number one, she took me out for dinner on Friday night to an Italian place, which of course I'm going to do my dad's and I's ultimate test is how is your pasta and clams in a white sauce? How is it? That's our test as to how good. And the place I had it was actually, I don't know the name of the restaurant because I didn't see the bill. Laura paid it. Her husband wouldn't allow me to pay. I thought it could use a little more garlic. It's the only thing other than that, it had most all the other flavors there. It was just a little shy on the garlicky taste. Should have had a little bit more.
Yeah. So,
and all the clams were good. There was some chopped up clam in it.
What kind of pasta was it?
It was just it looked like a regular pasta. I think it was supposed to be linguine, but it wasn't small enough to be linguine. It was still a little bit big. Oh, no.
Was it a fettuccine, maybe?
Maybe. Well, I didn't take pictures of it, which I should have. The other thing they had on the menu I was tempted to get, because here in Texas it's rare to find it at an Italian place anymore, and that is veal parmesan. They had a veal marsalis and they had a veal parmesan on the menu, and I was so tempted because, you know what I mean, that's something I don't see much on the menu anymore.
Always take pictures. Always take pictures.
Yeah, I know. I took pictures of my Bloody Mary on Sunday morning.
Okay.
Well, I'm not sure if I put that on the.
Was it
I don't
worth
think if I don't. Well, yeah. My Bloody Mary. I'm not sure if I put that on which Instagram page I put it on. Whether it was my regular page or the Like the Way You Drink Instagram page. But I put it on there. It's on my Facebook and my Instagram. Anyway, the salt and pepper of this steak is just so. It's the pepper, all right. It's so watering the edges of my tongue that it takes the whiskey to actually take the burn off the edges of my tongue from the pepper of the steak. You know what I mean?
So
all right.
My steak, I went with the New York strip instead of a ribeye. I should have spent the extra money and gone with the ribeye.
Yeah.
This New York strip was okay. My salmon was better. And if it had been a ribeye, the ribeye definitely would have been more tender. Even
all right. So then on Saturday night, I ate at the Burbank at the airport with my clients Terry and her husband, and I had a fillet there, a good filet mignon. Really good, really good.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I always love it when you find a good filet on the road. You know.
Very nice. Mm-hmm.
And I'll bet you never guess
what. That was a hard one to find.
I'll bet you never guess what I had to drink with it.
What?
What do you think I had to drink with it?
An old fashioned?
No, I did not.
An old fashioned?
Nope. Straight whiskey, baby. Guess which one?
An old fashioned?
Straight whiskey. She's not hearing me.
Did you have an old fashioned with it?
Nope. I said straight whiskey.
Angel's Envy? Yes. Which whiskey?
Nope. Guess which whiskey?
Wasn't an Angel's Envy?
Was not an Angel's Envy. What's my other go-to?
Ooh, Buffalo Trace?
Yep. Buffalo Trace with that filet was so awesome. Asparagus, and I forget what they had. It was like a garlic mashed potatoes.
It was not a buffalo.
Yeah, you keep breaking up, girl. And now you're frozen.
I know, it's getting a little annoying on my end.
Anyway. We really have a gap.
We might need to end this episode a little bit sooner than the forward for a little bit longer.
Yeah. Because you are literally like, we're getting every 3 words out of you.
Share some recipes.
Tonight. So
I'm going to close my. Okay, so I closed off the link that I had to Tillermore Dew. I'm wondering if that was causing all the issues. Since I've closed that, we'll see if it if we have any more issues or not.
Okay. I still believe it's an issue with your browser, and we probably should have rebooted before we went live.
Nope.
So, yeah, we learn as we
any
go.
Better?
No,
I closed off a lot of stuff.
You go in and out, but you're still there. Or you're there a little bit better, but you're still going in and out. So, yeah.
Excuse me, but the Irish do eat a lot of seafood with their steak.
Oh, I was told the Irish eat a lot of seafood with their steak.
And should be bangers and mash, actually, if you're doing whiskey.
I keep losing you, Gladys. Gladys, I'm going to hold still. Jump out, reboot, and come back in.
Everything.
Go do a refresh and come back in. I'll be right here. I'll be here talking about the Tullamore Dew. So my mom just brought me in some shrimp to kind of go with the steak. All right, and she actually packs this piece of bacon with it. Let me show it here on the camera because Gladys isn't here, so we can get a full screen of it. So that's there. She got a little bacon in there. Now I can give you a little more clearer shot of my steak. Now that we have a full screen, if you can see that, and if you see the liquid dripping as it's kind of wet, as I was saying earlier in the broadcast, it's a dripping. It's a dripping, baby. Oh. That would be, Robert, it would be some healthy omega-3s and omega-6s there. You're right, my friend. So, but anyway, I'm going to take me a fork here. When Gladys gets back, we'll bring her back in. But take me a piece of this here and then try it with that steak. I don't know, Mom, I don't know what you cooked that in, but it is good. Part of it is what you cook it in. All right. I do my steaks, and I know a lot of people marinate. I don't. Almost all of my steaks are a little bit of, all my steaks, I do a little bit of olive oil, maybe, and salt and pepper it. Or, all right, if the steak is juicy enough, I'll just salt and pepper it and put it on the grill. I won't put any olive oil to get it to soak or attach. All right. I don't know what my mom put in this, but boy, this shrimp has got a little bit of it feels like a Cajun bite to it.
You have shrimp? You didn't say anything about shrimp.
Mom brought it in while you were rebooting.
Oh, where's mine, Mom?
Come here. It's in Texas.
Yeah, well, the funny thing is, I was going to say earlier, surf and turf is usually steak and shrimp. My surf and turf was steak and salmon.
Yeah. I want to say the only surf and are you still okay? The only surf and turf that I wouldn't want to do with Irish whiskey, I don't think I would want lobster with it. I think lobster would be too much with Irish whiskey. Too much.
Oh,
you've got too much of a flavor. You have too much of a flavor palette going on.
Oh, I did have a lobster tail for dinner with my steak last night, but I didn't have whiskey with it.
Yeah. See, not with regular whiskey. No, not with regular whiskey. With Irish whiskey, your Irish whiskey is going to have more of a robustness.
Yeah, I didn't have anything alcoholic with what I had for dinner yesterday. I'm trying to think of what I drank, but it was non-alcoholic.
Okay. Okay, so that night that I went to the Italian restaurant, I'll bet you'll never guess what I had to drink.
Something I was but no, something. Oh, did you have like oh my goodness, that Italian liqueur,
I had a non-alcoholic drink.
the one that tastes like licorice?
Nope. I had a very famous non-alcoholic drink. Very famous non-alcohol drink. What do you think it was, ladies and gentlemen?
Oh, non-alcoholic. Did you have an Italian soda?
Nope.
Italian soda?
Not an Italian soda. It was a very famous non-alcoholic drink. It is called out in movies. Famous. I've got. If Gladys can hear me, it's perplexing her. Named
Foxy
after
who?
a movie. I said named after a famous movie star.
Okay.
Gladys is Googling it right now, trying to figure out. Yes, right there we have it. Robert has it. Here's the story as to why, ladies and gentlemen. So, when we went out to dinner on Saturday night,
Shirley Temple. Thank you, Rob. Love it. I'm sure to a Godfather.
You're still
the
you're still
Godfather
breaking.
and
Keep going.
Amaretto Italian almond liqueur, often a 2-to-1 ratio, often associated with actor Martin Brando, who was the character of Francis Ford Coppola.
So, the reason I drank non-alcoholic drinks was I was out with my friend Laura, who lives in Westlake Village where we were at. Her husband, he had a iced tea. She had, I think, a glass of wine. Next to her husband sat James Barber, who was the opera singer, or not opera singer, the Broadway singer. He's very, very famous baritone voice. Was the last person to play Phantom on Phantom of the Opera. James does not drink. Between James and I was Matt Sorum from Guns N' Roses, who does not drink. So, considering I was sitting next to two gentlemen who do not drink, and one of them was an alcoholic, and actually, Matt said he's been 18 years sober. I said I decided to honor my friends and not drink next to him. So, Matt actually said, well, I'll try it. And Matt didn't have a Shirley Temple. Matt had a Roy Rogers, and I had a Shirley Temple. So, and ladies and gentlemen, Shirley Temple's a pretty good drink. Anyway. Gladys, you still with me yet, or you're in between? You're kind of frozen up. You're moving, but I don't. But you're freezing, moving. So, yeah. So Gladys is still dealing with her Wi-Fi issues. She's texting me as we are talking right now. So here's what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna bring the show to a close, and when I do is Gladys will say our typical cheers. But I'm gonna tell you a little bit tonight. This is brought to us by our businesses. So check out if you need insurance help. All right, you need any insurance stuff, or have questions on your insurance, whether health or life. Gladys is one of the best experts I know in the country who can answer your questions, and she knows somebody in almost all 50 states. If she can't help you, she knows somebody who can. So please check out her website, insurancedesignpros.com. All right. And if you want to book an appointment with her, she actually has a separate thing called enrollnoworegon.com, where you can actually book a time with her, get on her calendar, and talk to her about your insurance needs. So that being said, I want you to reach out to her. And my business is Simple Easy Websites. All right. I help people build affordable websites for small business entrepreneurs. All right. The people who are out there to be creative online. We help you get your message right, get your opt-ins right, and actually help you build leads that get you results in your business. Find out more, get an appointment with me at Simple Easy Websites. That being said, one more thing I will tell you is I don't have it here to show. Here it is. Go to our yeah, here we go. Go to our website, Like the Way You Drink, or use the QR code up in the corner. Join our Insiders Club and join us at specific wineries and stuff for tastings and food-like experiences around the country. Go to likethewayyouDrink.com and enter our Insiders Club. With that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to give it all to an old-fashioned, good old-fashioned whiskey. Cheers for the night, and Gladys and I will see you next week. Cheers.